Hello. Borrow a pen day or week or month. So, I was looking at our Opus88s and I was asking my friend Alex if they had used them. And they said, yeah, they have this one, the Omar. Did I want to borrow it to try it? So, yes, I said. And I actually filmed a video about that and deleted it. Perma deleted it, unfortunately, before I could edit it. I was trying to make room and I forgot I hadn't posted it, so that happened. But this is the fully clear one. That's ink. It's not blue there. Originally in the video I thought maybe it was actually blue, but it's not. It's ink. Yeah. And so these are eyedropper pens, and they're similar to the other long Opus 88 to get the big ones. This one, it just has this kind of cool, I don't know what you call it, bulbous style with these rounded finials. Yeah, it's just, it's an interesting design. It's a cool design. I totally cool with it. It's kind of girthy. I do like a big pen. I like them thick. And then at first it was great. It was working fine. And then I started to run into like a flow issue. And I could make it work, but I would have to kind of get it going again every time I wanted to use it. You do have to, it is a little bit like a vac filler, or some pistons where you have to open the back to keep the flow going, even though it's an eyedropper. But I did have it open and stuff. And so Shauna's selling this one, this purple one, which is really pretty. And I actually had this one on my wish list. So I asked if I could borrow it as well, just to try it out and see if I have the same issues with it. It's really nice. I don't know if you can see, it has that cracked ice in the cap. And then it has the opaque purple body and section. This one, this one, she had it, and then she had it fully replaced by Opus because there was something wrong with the internal. It does have a piston inside, which is helps with the flow, although you don't use it to fill the pen. But this, it squeaks a little bit. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of weird. So I don't know if I should try and put silicone grease in that. Because that sound kind of freaks me out when you're closing the pen. It's like, should pens make that sound? I don't think so. This one Alex already filled for me, so I didn't have to fill it. And I think I did open it, and I can't remember if there was silicone inside or not. It's hard to tell because it's obviously had ink in it now. I don't think so. It's very smooth. It doesn't make any noise. So I'm just wondering about that. Ooh. Yeah, you hear that. It does have O-rings, so it's not that it's missing its little O-rings. I don't know. It just needed to be ground more, polished more inside or something. But the sound alone is not the worst issue. For me, it's the flow. Because I have another pen that's a little stiff, and that doesn't really bother me so much. It's the flow. Because the cap action is fine. You're only gonna notice the internal issue when you're cleaning. So it's See, the cap actions on these are great. They are a few turns, I think. 1, 2, like a few, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Some people get hung up on stuff like that, but I don't know. Let's fill this one and then we can try writing. So I thought for this one, because there is like a sheening ink in here, so I'm using my Keith Haring Caran d'Ache notebook for my pens now to keep a record. So this one is a stub and it has the Tatcha Subimidori in it. Yeah, and I've been using it since October 26th, and I noticed the flow issue this week. So it was working quite well for, I guess, a couple of weeks. Yeah. Well, let's do this one now and see how we go. Oh, interesting. Once you have the ink in there, it doesn't make as much noise. I wonder if that's what it is. Interesting. Let me see if I can get this writing without having to dip it first. Because I never dipped this one because I didn't have the ink. It was just pre-filled for me. All right, I'm gonna have to do a dip. I may need I can't dip. I may need a new bottle of this. Oh, I was able to get some. Okay. I use this ink quite a bit in my my Queen of Pens, my Laban 325. Let's see. Let's see if she works now. The dip is drying out though. It's all over my fingers, of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. There we go. So I had to shake it. I opened the valve. I open and close the valve a bit. Why is the color of the ink changed? Wow. Opus88 Omar purple. I thought that was too light because it's usually darker like this. And this is a fine nib. So it's working fine now after I shook it and opened the valve, open and close the valve a bit more. Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Yep. Cool. So I don't know, maybe it's just a skill issue, me getting used to these style of pens. And this is the Opus. See, this is working now because I just used this in another video. So I'd already like got it started by shaking it. Omar. And this is the clear. And it is a 1.1 stub nib. And the issue I was having is if I don't, like, obviously I don't use it while I'm sleeping. So put it away for the day and then I go to use it the next day at some point and then it's like won't start. So I have to get it started. So that's why I want to try them out for a couple of weeks next to each other. I may also, since I've used quite a bit of the ink now, I'm down to not quite a third, less than half, but I might use that up and then clean it out and put something else in, like just a standard simple ink, to see if that has any difference, and also see if I need to start this every time in the morning. And this was Diamine Mombado's hat. It does seem like a wet nib, so yeah, it works really well at the moment. And this was Tatcha Sebimidori, is that correct? I'll look it up in a second. And let's do a quick brown box. Jumps over the lazy dog. So working fine right now. Shauna did kind of like open it all a bit and look at it and mess around with it a bit yesterday, so I don't know if maybe that kind of helped it. I'm going to, what is today? Is the 9th. Can you see that? So this is my new record book. November 9th. Borrow a pen from Shauna, and we have the Opus88 Omar purple, and this is a fine, and the ink is Diamine. Yeah, so it's Sebimidori, Mombado's hat. I always forget how to spell this. Momba, 2 D's. Mombado's hat. So this is another borrow a pen day. You might have seen this in my miscellaneous video. Not sure which order they'll be posted, but this is a Jinhao. It kind of looks like a sailor, maybe. Not sure what number this is. I haven't looked it up. Obviously, I'm using my phone to film, so I can't look it up right now. But it's this lovely kind of pinky red resin with glitter in it, and gold hardware. I mean, obviously plated, but I thought we would try filling it with a shimmery ink. So I have this Van Diemen's Lion's Roar sample, which was gifted to me by Pot and Pens, and that will be in my latest swatching ink with friends. So you can check that out. And it's a lovely red with red shimmer in it. Or, sorry, not like a coppery shimmer. But it looks really cool. And this has a fude nib. So, yeah, I've always wanted a fude, and so I borrowed this from Shauna to try it out. She wasn't sure if you could use glitter. She said she'd never had. My Jinhao 10s, you can't use glitter in them, but the mechanism is different. This is more like your standard pen with converter and feed and everything, the way it's set up. The Jinhao 10, excuse me, they're very slender inside. They're not like these. So, I mean, let's give it a go. I don't think I'll be able to dip fill from this sample, so I need to find a syringe, and then I will fill it and test it. Pre-filming, it's a thing, you know, professional YouTuber So we get these. So it comes with a converter, fairly standard looking one. It's already open. Yep. So we'll give it a fill. Oh, I need to shake it because of the shimmer. Forgot. What I really should do is get some like ball bearings to put in all these shimmer inks. So it really helps with the mixing up, and you don't have to shake so vigorously generally. Won't go nuts. Always tend to misjudge and overfill. Yeah, even that's too much. I'll leave some space. Let's remember to wash that. I'm gonna put that on gently. And see, I still need an ink miser. My friend Alex said they've got one they can give me. Although my pen friends all had a lot of great suggestions for fake ones you can have, because I just found when I was looking on the internet, there's not too many you can that are purposely made. And they're kind of expensive for what they are. So yeah, I was looking for alternatives, and you can use like conical shaped silicone molds, things like that. So yeah, I've got this ink all over me. This day I've got so much ink on me. I'd managed to wash off so much ink. So I'm just gonna give this a little swizzle off camera. And then let's get to testing. Right. So hopefully that is all in frame. So oh, I'm not used to writing with these. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Borrow a pen day. This is Jinhao with fude nib. Interesting. It really looks so bent out of shape. Like it shouldn't look like that, but that. And the ink. Let's just do the writing test. Hold on. The quick. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Interesting. Interesting. Tell me if you use fudes. How do you find them? Do you like them? Am I doing this wrong? So it feels like if I angle it down a little bit more, I get that wider stroke. And then if I hold it upwards, it goes a bit dry. Oh, no, I've done something wrong. Could also be the flow from the shimmer, but let's see. There we go. so you can get a slightly thinner. I didn't pick anything out to write today. Interesting. I think it definitely takes a little getting used to. Because the instinct is to hold it down more instead of up more. But then I notice if I hold it too up, it goes dry. So it's finding that right in between. I'm giving free advertising to Tesco. Hope they appreciate it. But yeah, this is it's a nice looking pen. Obviously less expensive than a Sailor would be of a similar style. It kind of matches my notebook. Can I see the shimmer in this ink? Not a little bit in the letters that came out really fat, like that B and borrow and C and Christmas. So there is glitter in the ink or in the pen. Harder to see in the rest. All right, let's write it down in our log. So this was November. Oh, interesting. I can see it immediately there. Borrow a pen from Shauna. And this is a Jinhao unknown number. Sparkly red. And the ink is Van. Oh, I've done it again. So maybe the glitter is causing a little flow issue, or maybe it's just because I'm not used to this nib yet. Demons, lions, roar. It's funny, when I swatched this color, it felt more, say, bloody red, and now it feels lighter. So, I don't know if we can see that. So that's the original swatch, the swatching video. This was done obviously with dip pens, so not in a standard pen, but very glittery. The glitter definitely came out even in the sort of finer tip, but here it's much more muted color. I can see the shimmer, not in every letter, but definitely in some of the letters. Same here. I can see it in some letters and not every letter. So I'm guessing that is to do with the fude nib, but also maybe glitter is causing an issue. I'll keep using it and see. I mean, it was an experiment. We did say, Shauna said she wasn't sure if it would work or not. It doesn't seem to be clogging it. Like it's not having a hard start. It's yeah, I'll keep using it and see. So there we go. Borrow a pen day. Borrow a pen. If you've got some pen friends and you're interested in trying out a pen, don't be afraid to ask them. they might be happy to lend you a pen to try out. There's also the pen lending website, or is it a forum on Reddit? I forget. Google it. There's a place you can sort of borrow pens to try out. Yeah. Anyway, bye.